You know that feeling when you're staring at a math problem on an exam? The kind with letters on both sides of the equal sign, and your brain just kind of freezes? Well, what if I told you there's a simple, secret recipe for solving them? Today, we're going to crack the code on these things and turn that confusion into total confidence. Okay, let's make this real. Imagine you're trying to pick a new gym. One's got a cheap sign-up fee, but the other has a lower monthly cost. So, which one is actually the better deal? This isn't just a random question. It's a full-blown algebra problem hiding in plain sight. And guess what? We're about to solve it. All right, so here's the puzzle. Gym A looks pretty good with that low $40 sign-up fee, but then it's $25 every single month. Meanwhile, Gym B makes you pay a steeper $50 upfront, but then it's only $20 a month. The real question isn't just which one is cheaper today. It's at what point does one become the better deal? That's the number we need to hunt down. So our first mission is to translate this real-world decision into the language of math. We're looking for one very specific thing, the exact moment, the number of months, where the total cost for Gym A and Gym B is precisely the same. That's our break-even point, and that's our target. The good news is we don't have to guess or just, hope for the best. We have a powerful step-by-step method. I want you to think of it as your 5-step toolkit. Once you've got this down, you can solve not just our gym problem, but literally any equation that looks like this. So, what's the official term for what we're tackling here? It's called an equation with variables on both sides. Yeah, sounds a little intimidating, but all it really means is this. Picture a perfectly balanced scale. The equal sign is the center point. Our mystery value, let's call it our variable, is currently scattered on both pans of the scale. Our job is to figure out what that mystery value is. And here it is. This is the toolkit. 5 simple steps every time. First, we're going to wrangle all the variables and get them onto one side of the scale. Then, we simplify everything. After that, you'll see it magically turns into a super simple 2-step equation, which is easy to solve. And last, and this is the pro move, we check our answer to be 100% sure we nailed it. Before we dive into the gym puzzle, let's do a quick warm-up. We'll take a simple example just to see how smoothly this 5-step toolkit works. Think of it as a practice run. Okay, here's our practice problem. 3x minus 5 equals 2x plus 7. See that? Our unknown x is hanging out on both sides of the equal sign. It looks a little messy, right? But trust me, it's no match for our 5-step method. Step 1, let's get those variables together. I want to get all the x terms on the same team. To do that, I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And you have to remember the golden rule of algebra. To keep that scale balanced, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Step 2 is all about cleaning up. On the left side, 3x minus 2x, well, that just leaves us with a single x. And on the right, the 2 x's cancel each other out completely. And poof, just like that, our messy problem becomes a much friendlier one. X minus 5 equals 7. And now we're already on steps 3 and 4, solving this thing. To get x all by itself, we need to do the opposite of subtracting 5, which is adding 5. We do that to both sides, of course. And that gives us our answer. X equals 12. And now for my favorite part, step 5, the check. This is how we know for sure we're right. We take our answer, 12, and plug it back into that original messy equation. On the left, 3 times 12 minus 5 is 31. On the right, 2 times 12 plus 7 is, you guessed it, also 31. The scale is perfectly balanced. We got it right. All right, warm-up's over. We've proven the toolkit works like a charm. Now, let's bring that same energy and that exact same 5-step process to the main event, solving our gym puzzle. Okay, first step is always the translation. Let's make X stand for the number of months. So for Gym A, the total cost is that one-time $40 fee plus 25x times the number of months, or 25x. For Gym B, it's the $50 fee plus 20x. And since we want to know when they're the same, we just slap an equal sign right between them. And there it is. We turned words into math. Time to use the toolkit. Step 1, get those variables together. Just like in our practice round, I'm going to subtract the smaller variable, the 20x, from both sides. That keeps our equation balanced and keeps our numbers positive. Step 2, let's combine and simplify. On the left side, 25x minus 20x leaves us with 5x. On the right, those 20x terms just disappear. So our big, complicated equation is now just 40 plus 5x equals 50. See how we're just chipping away at the problem?
Steps 3 and 4 are next. We want to get that 5x all by itself, so we're going to subtract 40 from both sides of the equation. That leaves us with 5x equals 10. We are so close now.
And for the final move to figure out what just one x is worth, we just have to divide both sides by 5. And 10 divided by 5 gives us our answer. 2. X equals 2. That's it. That's the magic number we were looking for. But what does that actually mean for picking a gym? It means that 2 months is the break-even point. At exactly 2 months, it doesn't matter which gym you pick, the total cost is identical. This means if you only plan to stay for 1 month, Gym A is cheaper. But if you think you'll be a member for 3 months or more, Gym B becomes the smart money choice. Okay, let's boil all this down to what really matters for your exam. The next time you see a word problem like this, the number one thing I want you to remember is don't panic. You have a system. You have the toolkit. So here's what you need to lock into your brain. 1. Always keep the scale balanced. What you do to one side, you must do to the other. 2. Trust the 5-step toolkit. It will not let you down. 3. Remember the hardest part is usually just turning the words into an equation. And 4. Always check your answer. It takes 10 seconds and it guarantees you get the points. Seriously, you've got this. And you should feel pretty awesome about what we just did. This was about more than just finding X. You took a confusing, real-world decision that didn't have an obvious answer, and you used a logical system to turn it into a simple puzzle that you could actually solve. That's basically a superpower. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Now that you have this toolkit, what else could you use it for? Comparing 2 different cell phone plans? Figuring out which rental car is cheaper for your road trip? The problems change, but the method stays the same. Thanks for joining me.